In 2019, Ilya and I had left the European coastline with our restored Window 45 Thula to go on the biggest adventure of our lives, not knowing where exactly the wind would blow us to. After around 3 weeks, we make it to lush green Tobago via Barbados, where we sail up the Caribbean chain of islands until Martinique. Via Bonaire and Curacao, where COVID-19 forces us and many other sailors into a lockdown, we somehow managed to escape to Panama after 2 months. Living in a locked marina bubble in the jungle during rainy season, we succeed in organizing a costly Panama Canal passage.
Here we go, Pacific Ocean, we made it!
40 days across the Pacific Ocean would follow. What a journey to stunning destinations in the middle of an ocean. Arriving on the little atoll Raroya, we are so lucky to meet the last living eyewitness of Thor Heyerdahl's expedition with a raft from South America.
Je m'appelle Togorangi Rongo. L'âge 7 ans, quand le contingent est arrivé ici. Les gens qui ont arrivé, donné un coup de main, tiré. Donné cigarette à quelqu'un pour trouver la radio. La dynamo.
Dynamo, ja.
Pour
Oui.
le courant.
Oui.
Le transmetteur. Ok,
Ja.
Arrive vers non, pas Copaco. Tonga.
Tonga.
On m'a dit Tonga,
Oui.
Hawaï, Suède. J'ai eu un accident à la tête 3 semaines avant que le Kentucky est arrivé sur le récit. C'est le caillou qui a cassé.
Voilà.
Le caillou cassé.
Ouais, le caillou, c'est le rocher qui a cassé, pas sa tête.
Pas ma tête.
C'est le contraire, non, c'est le contraire. C'est sa tête direct.
Tout docteur, come my house, cuts.
When we arrived on Raroia, we discovered a small boy who was on his deathbed, suffering from a dangerous boil on his head. We managed to make radio contact with a ham in Los Angeles who phoned a doctor. The latter directed the operation by radio, and with the help of penicillin, we saved the boy's life.
C'est comme ça, maintenant, il est toujours vivant. Ouais.
Wow. C'est une mémoire qui est pour toujours, hein? C'est là.
So this is how we calculate the slack water inside the atoll for our passages. So low water is at 502. And as we know, the water moves from west to east. We have to pick up a second diamond somewhere in the east.
From west to east would become our keyword. Countries locked down all around us, and us only having a certain amount of time for our journey, force us into one of the hardest decisions, sailing back to South America.
at Coco Island after 51 days at sea. So we thought the island is uninhabited. We got some food from the islanders here. Some emergency food, because we are making an emergency stop here, because we run out of a lot of things.
No wind.
No wind, and the autopilot broke down again, so I repaired it like 10-20 times. Day 55. We finally reached Costa Rica mainland.
Unplanned, we arrive in Costa Rica, which surprises us with its landscape. And via the Panama Canal once more, we make it back into the Atlantic Ocean. From Panama straight across the Caribbean Sea to the Bahamas. And via the tricky Gulf Stream route, we make it back to Europe.
Now it's time for a storm sail.
Pico, pico!
So I think this was it. Back in North Atlantic again. Yay! Home of shit weather.
Today, you can accompany us on our way up the coast of the Normandy, almost having made it back to our home port in Kiel, northern Germany again. Our only obstacle to tackle, the congested English Channel with all its vessels and, most dangerously, windparks that are not marked on the maps yet, and almost led to a huge disaster and shock. I still shiver when thinking back to what we experienced. But more about that in our coming episode. This time, we had some very different obstacles to tackle. Unsure whether it was deep enough for us to stay outside the basin due to the intense tides in the Normandy, we decided to call the harbor master via VHF to ask for permission to enter the basin, holding back the water via a sill. Little did we know that that was not the smartest idea of all we've had, but good that we didn't know. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have enjoyed our stroll around Fécamp that much.
are here in Fécamp on the north coast of the Normandy, and well, here in the harbor there's a problem that the outer harbor falls dry, and the inner harbor you can only leave 2 hours before high tide and 1 hour after high tide. So anyways, but we have the problem that there are some dredging works going on inside the entry channel, and of course all the information are in French, and nobody even wrote it on a website, on the Yacht Club's website. So yeah, so we're gonna try to leave today evening at 10 o'clock in the evening and try to get out of the harbor, and hopefully the dredging works will be done by then, because I think these the boat can drdredge the channel near low water, because otherwise he cannot reach with the arm the bottom. So yeah, we will see.
Hopefully, I keep our fingers crossed, huh?
Hey, guck mal, Alexandre Le Grand, fondateur de la Benedictine.
As you heard Ilya mention, a bit confused, the Palais Benedictine, a neo-gothic and neo-renaissance architectural masterpiece built at the end of the 19th century, was founded by Alexander the Great, a wine merchant from Fécamp.
Gesichter da, überall, da sind überall Gesichter. Krass, der hat nur wegen dem Likör das Ding hier gebaut.
Ja.
Das muss ja ein abgefahrenes Ding sein im Abgang, wenn man so einen Palast hier hinstellt, oder?
Based on an old herbal liquor recipe from the Benedictine monk Dom Bernardo Vincelli from 1510, Alexandre le Grand produced various herbal distillates until he found his La Benedictine recipe. To honor his liquor, Alexander the Great decided to build a palace around his distillery, honoring the prestigious past of the Fécamp Abbey. As Alexander was a great collector, the Benedictine Palace Museum houses a rich collection of ancient and sacred art. By the way, well-known cocktails with Benedictines are, for example, Singapore Sling, Prince of Wales, Vieux Carré, Widow's Kiss, the Martini variant Martini Rolls-Royce, the Manhattan variant Bobby Burns, and B&B, a mixture of Benedictine liquor and cognac.
Lang hier reinzufahren.
Stuck, huh? We're stuck here, behind the sill.
Due to some good winds for us to continue further northeast, we wanted to leave to sail into the night. In French, they let us know that they were sorry, but the sill would be closed for the next 5 days due to dredging works. What? No. With our master's knowledge of French, we somehow succeeded in explaining to them that we didn't have that time, wanting to continue back home. And after a lot of sweet talk, the sill was opened only for us. Phew.
Das grüne Licht? Das ist leuchtet grün.
Leuchtet grün?
Ja. Ist alles okay. Das ist schon creepy hier, ne? Das ist ja schon ein bisschen creepy, ne? Weil der ist ja schon breit. Guck dir das mal an. Das Ding. Aber naja, klar, die Fischer müssen ja auch irgendwie raus, ne? arbeiten wahrscheinlich auch die Nacht durch, ja? Hier ist Querströmung auf jeden Fall. Wow, ganz schön doll, ne, gerade? Ganz schön drüber gekommen.
Gerade eingezeichnet, die Querströmung.
Ist nicht eingezeichnet?
Das kann Ding. Ja, die Meteor war ja bei uns auch vorher, bevor die ins Management von Leisten gewechselt ist. Bei uns in der Firma nur noch 20 Handelsschiffe, also so wie wir, 7 Autotransporter von der Sorte neben BW, dann noch 6 mittelgroße Containerschiffe, so 2700 TU, 220 Meter Klasse ungefähr, und dann 7 Gastanker. Und plus eben die Polarstern und dann noch so kleines Forschungsgedüdel, was in der Nordsee rumfährt.
Du, ist ja schon relativ selten, dass man wieder mal eine deutsche Besatzung auf dem Frachter sieht. Ne?
Naja, wir sind zurzeit nur 3 Deutsche. Ich als Kapitän, dann der Chief und der zweite Ingenieur. Mein Chiefmate ist Russe und der Rest der Besatzung ist Filipino. Das ist auch der Standard.
Cherbourg was a good stop on our way north for the night. It is found at the southern part of the English Channel, an old harbour town and important commercial ferry and military port. Not as cozy and charming, but still worth a stroll around. The best part about this harbour is that for us it had no depth restrictions, no sill to pass over, meaning we could leave whenever we wanted to. Of course, still depending on the tide. Come join us on a little walk around and then see you soon next time when we continue sailing to the Dutch Isles with some shock maneuvers surrounded by hundreds of vessels and windparks in the English Channel.
Was das für ein riesiges Gebäude ist. Ist Kräuter? Und was gibt's da?
Thymian vielleicht? Das ist auf jeden Fall hier Basilikum, ne?
Boah, das riecht ja richtig gut. Was ist das hier? Das hier ist Basilikum auf jeden Fall.
Das ist Basilikum.
Das hier auch. Ich glaube, das sind verschiedene Arten. Was ist das? Was ist das?
Was ist denn los? Ja, das Sherbet. Muss man kauen.
Kauen?
Das ist sauer.
Ne, ich weiß nicht, was das ist.
Ich weiß
Tomate.
auch nicht, was das heißt auf Deutsch. Warte mal, auch mal im Garten.
Saftige Fleischtomaten. So rum.
Spaziergang machen wir beide.
Sorry for the long wait, guys. Life has been super busy. But this summer, it's now time to finish up showing you the rest of our epic journey back into our home waters in the Baltic Sea. Thank you for watching, and thanks for your support.
Wurzeln steckt fest.